How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to Planet Zoo, the newest game on the channel. And I can't be more excited to be progressing in this game. Now, we're going to do another tutorial today because there's so much information that you have to master before you can go out and do this on your own, build enclosures on your own. So we're going to rock that out today. Also, just want to let you guys know that I do stream on Twitch. So if live streaming is more your thing, you can head over to twitch.tv/Retroezbake and come say hi to me in real time in chat. That would be absolutely awesome. I would love to hear from you guys. But let's get back to Planet Zoo. Follow me. Here we go. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at this zoo. Are you kidding me? This is
Welcome
amazing.
to Madagascar. It's quite the change of scenery from dreary old England, huh? Apart from the weather, I suppose. They don't call these places rainforests for nothing.
Bernie, you're crushing
The
it, my
zoo
man.
you'll be working in is an ape sanctuary, where we're doing vitally important conservation work. Not just for apes, but for all kinds of species. But
Okay.
apes, well, apes are some of the closest relatives to humans there are. And yet, the way the world treats them is like, well, very much like some of us treat our actual relatives.
You're not
Anyway,
wrong, Bernie.
That's why I'm determined that our operation here does some good. If we can all leave some part of the world in a better state than we
This is
found
amazing.
it, we'll have lived
I mean, look at
lives
this
worth living.
multi-level
And
kind of
speaking of states, I have
zoo.
a
The
horrible
perspective
feeling
is
I left
amazing.
the house in the right one. When I get back, I expect my life won't be worth living at all.
No, Bernie.
What do you
with
think
the
of
jokes.
Madagascar then? Bit warm for my taste, to be honest. Anyway, this is Bernie's Primate Sanctuary. It's not just primates, though. We've got all sorts of animals. So why don't we go and have a look at some of them, eh?
All right, let's do
We'll
it.
start by taking a look at the red-ruffed lemurs. They're the ones that look like they should be in a Shakespeare play. Come on, let's head over to them.
Sounds good. Okay, this.
Red-ruffed lemurs are found in the rainforests of Masoala. That's in northeast
Look
Madagascar.
at these little guys.
They can actually live anywhere
That's
from
so
15
cool.
up to 25 years. Fancy
Oh,
that,
look
eh?
at it, dude.
Okay,
This guy's
when you're ready,
just
let's
zipping.
go find our
Oh,
Bornean
he's climbing down.
orangutans.
Okay.
The Bornean orangutan is such a marvelous creature. They're always a
Where are
big
they?
favourite at
I
any
see
zoo
'em.
they feature in. And they're also the biggest tree-dwelling animal on the planet.
Look at this big boy.
Assuming you don't count any lions that got stuck up one.
A
Oh,
goon.
why don't you take a better look at them? Open up
Nice.
their information panel and go into the
This little guy
animal
named
camera.
Sarwendo.
Aren't they
What's going on,
just
Sarwendo?
incredible? When you're ready, let's go and have a look-see at some of our beautiful bonobos. They're quite the characters.
All right, let's do it. Bonobos. Okay, so just more navigation.
Oh
Here we go.
dear! It looks like we've arrived just in time. One of the habitat's barriers has collapsed.
Oh no.
And wouldn't you know it, one of the
don't
bonobos
want
has
that.
made a run for it. We'll need to catch them. But
Okay.
before we do, we should box up the other bonobos to stop them escaping too.
I'm down. Sounds like
Select
a plan.
the habitat boundary to bring up the habitat information panel.
Okay.
Good. Now open the Animals tab
Animals.
and click on Box All Animals to
Box
box up the
all
remaining
animals.
bonobos.
All right, there we go. Whoa.
Now, we'll need a vet
That
to
is a bit
recapture that
evasive.
escaped bonobo.
Sure.
But it seems our last one left to do some research in the wild. Not an ideal situation. So, we'll need to hire a replacement, sharpish.
Okay,
Go
so
into the zoo section and then into the staff management area.
sure. Zoo. We'll go into
You
staff
can
management.
find all of your staff in here, but there's no time to go looking at their particulars at the moment.
All
Hire
right.
a vet.
Hire a vet right here. Boom.
Now, click on one of the paths to place the vet in your zoo.
And we'll
Great.
just drop
Now
them
let's
in.
deal with our escapee before they can cause too much havoc.
Okay.
Use the animal alerts to jump to the escaped bonobo.
All right, so we've got an animal alert right over here. Here's Simba. Let's just
And
go
then
right over to
click
Simba.
on the call vet button to call
Oh
the
my
vet
gosh,
over to
dude.
capture it.
Look at this guy. Look how scared everybody is. That's ridiculous. All right, so we got that. Let's call the vet. There we go.
Okay, that's a relief. So while the vet deals with our bonobo friend,
Sure.
let's go fix up their habitat so they
All
can't
right.
escape again.
Sounds
Head
good.
back over there.
All right,
As you
we're
can
here.
see, the barrier's
Beautiful.
collapsed. Someone's
All right.
taken their eye off the ball, obviously. Let's get this one replaced.
Sounds good.
Select the barrier and then we'll edit it. delete the broken section of barrier and replace
Edit
it with a brand
barrier.
spanking new one.
All right, let's delete. And we'll replace with a new.
Good.
Beautiful
Now
work.
that we've done that, we need to make sure to add climb-proof barriers to the top.
Okay.
That way the bonobos won't be able to climb out.
Sounds
Just
good.
make sure you've got the correct piece of barrier selected when you do that.
Climb proof. I
Okay,
believe it's
so
going to be
go
left.
into the options
Nope.
section and select
is
which
right.
side the climb-proof barrier needs to go on.
Hey, it was a
And
50-50,
don't
all right,
get it
guys?
Wrong. We're more worried about bonobos climbing out than guests climbing in.
Done.
Nicely done. And I think it's high time we unboxed those bonobos, wouldn't you say?
All right, let's
The
do it.
poor mites will get sad if we leave them in there for too long.
So we can
Select
unbox
the
all
habitat
animals.
barrier to bring
Oh,
up the
okay,
habitat
never mind.
information
Did a
panel
little too
again.
ahead of myself. Okay. Boom, there we go.
And then open the Animals tab.
Animals. And then
And finally, click on Unbox All Animals to let them out.
unbox all animals.
I
We got it.
expect
Look
some
at
of
that.
them are fair bursting for the toilet.
Beautiful.
So,
You're
it turns
free.
out that as well as the old vet leaving, the zoo's mechanics did too. We'll need to hire a couple of new ones so we can help stop any more breakouts.
All
You
right.
see,
How do we do that?
mechanics do all sorts of helpful things around the zoo, but one of their most important jobs is taking care of the habitat barriers. Without mechanics around to repair them, the barriers will crack, crumble, and fall down.
Well,
And
we
before you know
don't
it, we'll
want
be
that, do
overrun
we,
with escaped
Nancy?
animals. Go
All
into
right.
the zoo section and then into
Okay.
the staff management area again.
Staff management. We're there. Yep.
Hire a mechanic and then click on a path to place them in the zoo.
We'll just drop them right over here. Just.
And then click on the path again to hire a second mechanic.
Okay. Let's just.
As you can
We're
see,
just- it's
you
just
don't have
rain
to
and
go back
men.
into staff management if you're hiring lots of the same type of staff
Okay.
member.
Done. Beautiful work.
Gosh, we have been busy, haven't we? Good work there. I'm off for a cuppa. Oh, I think Bernie wants a word with you.
Okay. What's up, Bernie?
Oh, I hear you had a bit of an issue with an escaped bonobo.
No issue, bro.
The
We
main
solved
thing
it.
is that you dealt with it swiftly. And more importantly, without the animals stealing someone's clothes, putting them on, and then walking out of the front gate.
Like that would even
Another
work.
key responsibility for our vets
Are you
is
serious?
animal research. Researching animals allows vets to unlock new enrichment items, additional information for our education resources, enhanced breeding programs, and
Beautiful.
improvements to food quality.
Sounds amazing. All right.
The animals' food, not the vets. It'll take more than a research grant to improve the staff canteen. Anyway, as you can see,
Oh, Nancy's
research
got some
is a
jokes
key
too.
part of
All
running
right.
your zoo. In order for a vet to undertake research, they require a research centre.
Sure. Let's
And
do it.
once again, that's something that this zoo is missing. So let's build one. I've marked out an area for you to put it.
All right. Done.
Now, you've probably noticed that there's already a building where I want you to build the research centre. Don't worry.
Yes,
you see,
ma'am.
the building that's currently there is actually a hollow shell. So we're able to place our new building inside of it.
Okay.
If you select the research centre for placement and then hover over the shell, you'll see that it asks if you want to add the research centre to the existing building.
All right. So let's go into
Okay,
here. Staff
click
facilities.
to add it to the building.
Research
Oh,
center.
but that won't place it in
Boom.
just yet,
Okay.
though.
So let's just hover.
First, we'll need to rotate our research centre so it automatically connects to the path when we place it.
There it is. Okay, dude. We're in there.
Right. Splendid work.
Okay.
Now
Jeez,
that we have a
man.
brand spanking new research
Why was it that
centre, we can give
difficult?
our vets something to do in there. Oh, by the way, it's worth noting that the vets will only do research when they're not required to do any other jobs. That said, you can change what jobs a vet does via their information panel. But let's not worry about that just now. So, let's get our vet researching ring-tailed lemurs. Go
Okay.
into the
So let's
zoo
go to
section
zoo.
and select vet research.
Vet research.
Here, you can see a list of all the animals present in your zoo, and also all the potential diseases that can occur. Now, drag and drop your vet onto the ring-tailed lemur to
Jasmine
start their
Hole.
research.
You shall research the ring-tailed lemur.
Actually, thinking about it, I'm not sure we've got any education boards or speakers by the lemur's habitat.
Okay. So let's
Let's
fix
head over
that.
there and add some, so our guests can learn all about the furry little delights.
Navigation in this game is absolutely crazy. It just slings you all around. Oh
First
my
off,
gosh,
let's
dude.
put down 2 education boards. Place them on the habitat barriers at a height that guests can see, or if you like,
So we'll go
pop
to
them down on a
facilities,
stand.
it looks like. Viewing devices and speakers. We got our guy there. Turn on align to surface. Okay. Align to surface. We have that on. Beautiful. All right. And it should snap right onto, boom, that guy and one right over here. Boom. All right. Sounds good to me.
Now that they've been put into position, we have to tell them what animal to display information about. Select one of the education boards to bring up its information panel.
Okay, that's our education board.
And from the drop-down list,
Ring-tailed lemur.
Ring-tailed lemur.
Beautiful. We'll do the same
Although
for the
I'm
other
sure
guy.
That last part was obvious. When you link an education board or a speaker
Awesome.
to an animal, you need to make sure that said animal is close by. If it isn't, the
that tree
guests
came out of
get
nowhere.
confused and won't learn as much. Okay, now that we've done the education boards, let's pop down a pair of speakers.
Sounds good.
Speakers play audio to the guests, so they can learn while they look at the animals.
Audio speakers.
Instead of having
Educational
to go through the
speakers.
laborious process
Beautiful.
of reading. Oh, one thing to bear in mind is that it's important not to put the speakers too close together. If you do, the guests won't be able to understand what's being said.
Okay, let's just pop it right down there.
Now we
Done.
simply need to link the speakers to the ring-tailed lemurs.
Sounds good.
Just like you did with the education boards.
All right, so we'll click on the speaker, drop-down menu, ring-tailed lemur, done, done. Go to the second speaker, click on the speaker, drop-down menu, ring-tailed lemur. Look at that. Boom.
Oh, it's worth remembering that
Booyah!
education boards and speakers both need power to work.
Okay.
They won't do much good without it. Oh, it looks as though our vet has completed their research on ring-tailed lemurs. We'll need to collect the results. We can do that by clicking on the notification or by going back into the vet research area.
So let's just collect all three.
Go on, collect your research rewards.
Look at that.
Just so you
Ring-tailed
know,
lemur
vets
collected.
will continue to research an animal even after successfully completing a research level. I suppose when you're
Beautiful.
in the zone, you're in the zone.
Sounds good. Alrighty.
Now that we've enriched the lives of our guests, let's enrich the lives of our ring-tailed lemurs. Some animals, like lemurs, will have a climbing need. That means they have a requirement for a certain amount of climbing space. And
Okay.
you can fulfill that requirement by building them a climbing frame. Let's find out how much more climbing space our lemur friends need, shall we?
Let's do
Select
it.
one of them and bring up their information panel.
Boom.
Next, click on the
Siki.
terrain tab.
What's up, Siki? Terrain?
Now, as you can see, the lemurs
Ooh.
need quite a lot more climbing space. But as it happens, I've already got a climbing frame blueprint built for you. So you can either pop that
Okay,
down
amazing.
or build one yourself from scratch.
Now, eventually
By the
we
way,
are going to
it's
be
not
building
always
some
just
things from
climbing needs that you have
scratch
to worry
and
about.
all that good
Other
stuff,
animals
but
might need a certain amount of water
for now,
in
let's
their
just,
habitat so they can go for a swim.
let's
They
just go with
certainly
the
do
pre-built.
keep us on our toes. Oh, that's a great climbing frame for them. They're going to absolutely love it.
Beautiful.
Do you know what would make them even
I mean,
happier?
they're not
though?
going to care that it's like
Nicer
right in their
food.
right in
But
their
that's
feeding
true of all of us,
trough.
though, isn't it? You can unlock better quality food for animals through research. Luckily, we've already unlocked some for
Whoops.
the lemurs, so all that remains is to make sure they get served it from now on. Let's bring up the habitat information panel by selecting the lemur habitat.
Okay. Let's select that. Boom. How do I select the lemur habitat? Select habitat. There we
Lovely.
go.
Now select the Animals tab.
Animals tab.
There we go. As you can see, we can set the food quality in here. Just click on the drop-down menu and select Grade 2 Food Quality.
Okay. Grade 2
Food
food quality. Let's go.
My mouth's already watering.
Nancy, you're weird.
So, a new climbing frame and better food.
Okay, yeah, we
Oh,
did it.
You've really spoilt those lemurs rotten. Now, I think it's time we looked at one of the zoo's most important responsibilities. Releasing
Okay, let's do it.
animals into the wild.
Oh,
You
yes,
see,
dude.
when we feel an animal is ready, we can release them into the wild. But what makes an animal a good candidate for release? Well, their age is an important factor. I mean, we can't
True.
release an animal that's a juvenile, just as we can't release one that's gotten too old. They'll also need to be fertile. After all, the idea is to repopulate the wild, so the best candidates will have a high fertility gene. And together, the age and fertility of a candidate will determine how many conservation credits we'll be rewarded when we release them. Now,
Okay.
conservation credits are vitally important. They're the lifeblood of your zoo, because earning them allows you to adopt even more animals. And what's more, the animals you can adopt will be of a higher quality. So,
All right, let's
with
go.
that in mind, let's pop over to our orangutan habitat.
All right, let's just zoom on over to the orangutans. Where were they? Okay, they're... Oh,
Okay, I'd like you to find Agang, the Bornean orangutan in the habitat, and
all right,
select him,
Agang,
please.
where are you?
You can either click through each orangutan in turn, or select the habitat barrier, go to the animals tab in the habitat information panel, and find him in the animals list.
Boom. Now we're going to release you into the wild, man. Bon voyage. Have a good one. We're going to miss you. Release.
I know it's sad to see him go, but he'll be happy out in the wild. And he's a wonderful candidate for release. Young, strong, and fertile. Excellent
Alrighty.
work there. You've definitely got potential, you know.
Alright, what's next? Come on. Keep feeding me tasks here.
I see you've been doing some homework. Although, it hardly seems like work when you're learning about something as adorable as a ring-tailed lemur. I imagine I'd have got much better grades at school if there'd been less algebra and more aldebra. Tortoises.
Wah wah.
Okay, so far we've done a lot of work with
Oh,
habitat
Bernie.
animals. But now it's time to learn all about exhibit animals.
Okay, let's do
Let's
it.
build a brand new exhibit.
Sounds
I've
good.
marked an area for our new exhibit.
Ooh, I see
How
it.
about
Let's
we
go.
head over there?
Heading on over.
Lovely. Now let's build a new exhibit in
Beautiful.
the gap that's been left.
Okay.
Just add it to the building like we did with the research centre earlier.
So we'll
then
go to
pop it into the gap.
facilities.
Perfect. The next thing to
Beautiful.
do is adopt an exhibit animal to go in there. How about a Gila monster? Open up the exhibit trading section and adopt one.
Gila
Just
monster
as we
here.
do with habitat animals, we need to send the Gila monster to the exhibit.
Send
Click
to
on the
zoo.
exhibit to send it there.
Boom. Oh, there it is. Look at that.
When you send an animal to an exhibit, it'll automatically be given the correct setup. But that doesn't mean it's completely ready for them. So let's finish it off.
Okay.
We'll start by adding some enrichment items. Click on the exhibit to bring up its information panel.
Gotcha. We got it.
Good.
Okay.
Now click on the Layout tab.
Layout.
Oh, well, it looks like we've only got the enrichment level 1 items unlocked at the moment. Never mind, let's turn on at least one of them for the Gila monster. As
You know
I'm
what?
sure you
I'm turning
know
on
by
all
now,
3,
you
baby.
can unlock more enrichment levels by having one of your vets do some research. Now we'll also need to set the temperature and humidity in the exhibit. These
Okay.
are vitally important for keeping our Gila monster happy and comfortable. Click on the Climate tab.
Yep, we did it.
Here,
Climate.
you can see the Gila monster's desired temperature and humidity. You can change both of these by adjusting the dials below. Make sure it's going to be nice and cozy. That's the
Boom,
ticket.
dude, we got it right the
And
first
last
shot.
thing
Let's
we need
go,
to look
baby.
at is setting up the different windows. So
Booyah.
click on the Windows tab.
All right.
You can edit and customize any of the windows on an exhibit. A window can be closed and blank, or have a 2-dimensional background, or even a 3-dimensional background on it.
Bro, we
Why
go
don't
we
you
go
have a
all
play
in.
around with the
3D
options?
background. Let's go. Done. 3D
There's
background.
also an exhibit education board. Pop them down near your exhibits to teach your guests about them.
Okay,
Let's
awesome.
add one now.
So we're gonna go down to viewing devices. We'll see. I
Just
think that's
like
close
the
enough.
education boards and speakers we put down for the ring-tailed lemurs, you'll need to link
Alright, they
these
look
to the
nice.
Gila monster. Go on.
Monster, there we
Lovely
go.
stuff.
Boom.
Now our guests can learn
Drop
all
down Gila
about
monster.
our venomous friend here.
Beautiful.
Right, now, I've got a bit of a big job for you. I need you to increase the number of species in the zoo.
Easy.
You'll probably want to adopt both habitat and exhibit animals to do so, which will mean building plenty of new habitats and exhibits for them.
Okay.
Come on, off you pop. I'll check in with you when you're almost done.
All right. So here we go. This is the moment we've been training for our entire Planet Zoo career. This is so difficult. Okay. So we have our thing here. Let's go ahead and put a gate in. Habitat gate. Boom. We'll put it right there. And then this gate. We'll go into paths. Staff path. Where are you? Staff path. We'll match this and connect the two there. Beautiful. Sweet. Look at that path. I think people are going to be able to see in. So let's go into our now animal trading. We'll get some Baird. We'll get a male, adopt, and we'll get a female, adopt. Okay, and then we're going to send them into our zoo. Boom, look at that. I know they're going to need a hard shelter, so let's go ahead and get that. Boom, we'll go into habitat, sleeping arrangements, and let's... This just looks like a big square, and let's get it. Let's... Boom. That looks good to me. Hopefully they can get in there. They should be able to get in there, right? And then let's put some habitat bedding in there. Here come the animals now. Look at this. Look at these guys. Alright. So now we'll be able to click on one of them. Let's see what they like. Okay, so they just need enrichment. Looks like food and species and toy enrichment. So amazing. They are happy. They're happy. All right. I don't even know where I was going with that, but they're happy. They're well off. Okay, so let's go ahead with our next. Is that barrel just floating in midair? Sure. Let's go with our next species here. Boom. Okay, beautiful. So let's go into our zoo. We need... What do we need? Some sort of... There it is. The giant tiger snail. So let's just get one of those. And we'll get a male too. We'll adopt both. Okay, sounds good. And then we'll... Boom, boom. And we're going to send them into our habitat. Look at that. Oh, dude, navigating in this game is pretty difficult here. So let's go into our habitat here. We can go into our climate. Temperature seems to be a little touch hot. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down 2 degrees. There we go. And then humidity is also hot. So let's go ahead and bring that down. So a little hot. Bring it down. I want this thing to be perfect for these slugs. Okay. Layout. Let's give them some rock piles. Awesome. There it is. Let's give it a 3D facade. Not only that, let's go into our facilities here and get some educational boxes. Drop down menu, giant tiger snail on both. Little kid. I love your enthusiasm, my man, but I need you to kind of get out of the way. There it is. Giant tiger snail. Beautiful. Alright, we'll get out of here. Dude, this game is so involved. We'll go into our Zoopedia. Western chimpanzee. Alright, 780 square meters. Okay. Grade 3 fence, 16.5 feet. We'll window these out as well. Definitely want our guests to see, kind of be involved. Beautiful. Look at that. That looks great. Okay. So let's go into our animal trading. Go in here. We'll get Western chimpanzees. Actually, you know what? I don't know what their social's like. Species data. 5 to 15, up to 10 males, and up to 10 females. Interesting. Okay. Looks like we're safe there. So let's just get an assortment. At least 5. Animal trading. Go into the animals. Western chimp. Adopt. How do I get more Western chimps? Really? Send to zoo. Put it right there. Beautiful. Get some bedding.
My, you have been busy, haven't you? Splendid. But now that you've adopted all these lovely new species, we need to make sure they're nice and happy. So let's get the average welfare across the zoo nice and high, shall we?
Sounds
and by me,
good.
I mean you. Go on, get to it.
Jeez, Nancy, you're so bossy. I'm trying to do some things here. Trying to make the zoo better. All right, so I think that's where I'm going to end this episode. The rest of this tutorial is just minor tweaks and very labor-intensive missions. But for the most part, I think we learned the skills that we need from the last tutorial and this tutorial to open up a fully customizable zoo. So I'm really excited for that one. If you guys like what you see, hit me with that thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and smash that bell for any notifications on the next video. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and be good.